interestingly enough, because we were doing the work with Divine Renovation and we were getting coaching, very, very quickly we kind of responded to the pandemic. I think within a week we had started to put things online that worked. For example, we have evening prayer of the church every day at 5:30. It was Zoom. And I could have thought that that would be useful during the lockdown period. It's still going to this day, and on Zoom, that those people still meet every single day to do evening prayer. So going forward from the pandemic, we've built a lot of things that we want to build on and move forward with. One of the things that we have done during the pandemic is we've raised up leaders. We have people now taking responsibility for various aspects of the parish that they didn't do before. So they're all in place, and we have that up and running. One of the kind of great successes of the pandemic has been our hospitality team. And it took the government to make us sit down and get people's names as they come in the door. But we do that now, and we know people. We know them by name. And the hospitality team have really risen to that. They now understand why they're doing what they're doing, and that's really great. So it's about building on that, because in this part of the world, the reality is now that most of the children who are coming to the sacraments, their parents are not engaged with church. So we need to find ways of reaching out. They still are engaged enough in church to want their children to make the sacraments. They're just not engaged with church. So it's about how can we give them experiences that enables that to happen for them. So we're doing that. We have parishioners now who are really engaged on outreach into the community, food banks, distributing food, checking up on older people and housebound people, doing that very faithfully now. In an organised way, and they're really passionate about it. Where do we go from here? When I was thinking about this, the image that came to my head was Moses leading the people of Israel from slavery through the desert. And it feels a wee bit like that now, that we're in the desert. We have a promised land. We have a direction that we want to go in, but we're in the desert. But I think the advantage that we have now is that we're not wandering about aimlessly in the desert, that we have structures that help our journey. We've created a vision document to take us to 2026, so there's things that we can measure our progress on, or otherwise, that we know where we hope to go, and we can measure whether we're getting there or not, and adjust the journey if need be, so that we can fulfill those plans. So it feels like we're in a desert. We're not really quite sure what the world's going to look like in 5 years' time. But that's exciting too, because what we have discovered over the last 2 years is that as one door closes, others open up and new possibilities appear. And those possibilities take us in directions that we just would never have dreamed of before. And it's bringing great blessings to our parish community as well.